So today I'm going to be showing you guys a couple back to school hairstyles that do not require any heat. And if you guys notice when I show you guys like the finished product, I'm actually wearing an outfit from my back to school a week of fashion video. It's already up. I will have it linked in the description box or right here. So you guys can go ahead and go check that out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so for the French braided bangs, all you're going to need to do is separate your bangs, and if you don't have bangs, then you can just use the hair that frames your face. So I kind of got hair from both sides, that way it's centered, and then I pulled the rest of my hair back and secured it with an elastic just to make sure it didn't get in the way. And then now I just started French braiding, and if you don't know how to French braid, basically it's just a regular braid, but every time you pull one of the pieces in, you grab hair from the outside. So that's really all it is. And then once I finished with that, I kind of pushed it forward to make it a little poof, and then I secured it with bobby pins. This is what you do. When you touch me, it's like the very first time. Alright, so for BRAID-CEPTION, which I thought was kind of clever because it's like a braid inside a braid, you get it? Yeah, okay. So, the first thing that I'm going to do is separate my hair into 3 sections, and I'm going to take the front 2 sections and secure those off with an elastic just to make sure that it doesn't get into the back braid. And then going right back to the middle section, I am going to separate that into 3 sections and braid that normally all the way down. After securing that braid with an elastic, I am going to let the rest of my hair free so I can braid it all together. So now it's going to be like a braid inside of a braid, and this definitely looks cooler if your hair is longer, but I love that you can still do it with short hair and that it'll keep your hair out of your face throughout the entire school day. So romantic, upside down, off the ground, God, I love you. The first step to getting these 3 twisted ponytails look is to comb your hair back so you don't have that part on the top of your head, and then you're going to pull some of your hair back. I usually go from like my temples back and secure that off with an elastic and do kind of a loose ponytail because that makes the later parts easier. And then after that, you're going to go and take a section from about where your ear is back and secure that with an elastic as well, doing the same thing that you did with the top one, and then take the rest of your hair and do the exact same thing. Next, you're going to want to go back up to the top ponytail and create a little hole right on top of the elastic, and then you're going to flip that ponytail up and through the hole that you made. Then going on to the next section, you're going to want to create the same hole and take the first ponytail and put it through the hole before doing anything. And then after you finish getting that through, then you're going to take the second ponytail and flip it over and under just like you did with the top one. And you're going to do the exact same thing that you just did the second time around with the last ponytail. So once again, you're going to put all of the hair through the new hole that you made, and then you're going to flip the elastic over and through the new hole for the last one. I still get those stupid butterflies, but it's just what you do. For the French braided half up, half down hairstyle, I am going to take a section from both sides of my head and then secure the rest of my hair back just to make sure that it doesn't get in my way as usual. And then I went to my left side of my head first and I started French braiding that. Again, French braiding is just adding pieces of hair from the outside into the braid as you go down. So it's really simple. And then once I ran out of hair to add, I continued braiding it until I was all the way to the bottom of my hair. Once I was finished, I secured that with a bobby pin, and then I went back and pulled on it a little bit just to give it the illusion that it had more hair than I actually used in it. And then I switched over to the right section and did exactly the same thing as I did on the other side. And once I was finished with that braid, I pulled it to the back of my head and secured it in place, and then did the exact same thing with the other side. Lastly, I took the rest of my hair out of the elastic, and that's it. Take me back to the middle of nowhere, back to the place only you and I should. So I feel like this hairstyle is a necessity, mainly because sometimes you just forget to take hair ties to school, and sometimes you just need to get your hair out of your face. So to do this, you are going to braid normally, but instead of pulling your hair or pulling your fingers through the ends of your hair, you're gonna kind of let it knot up. And this is basically just like an inverted braid. And once you can't braid anymore and it gets like too tight, then you're going to take the bottom of the braid and flip it through the hole, and then that's it. You have a braid without having to use an elastic. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you liked it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, everyone. And we're going to be answering some back to school questions, just kind of random stuff that you guys may be wondering.